Hello, this is Robin Sampson with BibleJournalLove.com. In our Facebook group, we've been talking about organizing the Bible journaling images on our computer, and so I thought I'd just show you while I was getting ready to make a page this morning how I organize mine. Now, if you've purchased the Warrior Women kit, you already know how I do my elements. I have the elements into leaves, flowers, clusters, and transfers, animals, tag art, etc. I used a program called Lingo, and I really don't recommend it for everyone else because it's expensive. And I use it for the main reason is so I can share my elements with my virtual assistant. So she's in another state and she has to do things with my element. But this is a way that you can do it in your folders, whether you're on a Mac or PC, is basically how you're going to sort your kits. And I suggest that you never, ever, ever take a kit apart, that you always leave it together. And I know sometimes it makes more sense to you to put flowers all in the same folder, but I'm going to show what you do instead is you tag. And on Photoshop Elements, there's an organizer that you can tag. In a PC, you can tag your folders, your photos, or your images. And on the Mac, you can tag your images. And all you have to do is go to YouTube and type in tagging images and PC or PSE or Mac, whichever one that you do it in. I'm going to tag mine by collecting, so I've already tagged some of these, so I'll show you the example. I tagged these flowers, autumn, flower, orange, yellow, and this one happens to have the tag of pumpkin. Let me see, I didn't tag these freebies, so let me go through here. And this seems like it takes some time, and it does. These are Brad's. That's a tag with word art. And it's autumn. And I'll put Fall for Jesus. Now, I rarely tag one thing at a time. I usually go through and tag several things. We'll type those as circle. And this one's also a Brad. And get 2 or 3 things that are the same, like I'll select all here and tag all of that tag art. And then I put the butterflies, I'll put the name butterfly on it because that's something specific that I'll want to find later. Now, if I was to do a search for butterflies in this particular kit, because I haven't tagged them all yet, there's only 2 will pop up. There's more than that in this kit. But if I did a search across all of my sites, all of my different kits, there's a lot of butterflies that will come up. But I'm in the Warrior Women, and I have these zeros on here for a reason. I named it with these zeros so it'll pop up first in all my kits because that's what I'm working on right now. And then prayer is what I'm doing next month. So, and I also put in my freebies for the month of October because all of the October freebies match the Warrior kit. So I want them to be in the same one. So this will make it easy to find. This is a transfer, so I would call it a transfer. And then I call my ladies lady. I try not to use the plural because it gets confusing. If it was a set of butterflies, I might say butterfly and butterflies. And then this is a preview. I also tag my previews because I like being able to look up just the previews. And then that's a bow. And then this one is a cluster. And then all of them are autumn. So that'll pop up there. And then I do the same thing for each freebie. And it takes a little time, but I want you to think about this. When you go to get dressed in the morning, if you are in your closet and you haven't organized your closet and you needed a teal belt and a pair of silver earrings and a gray sweater, and you have this big pile in there and you have no idea where anything is. Well, if you hung your sweaters all up in one area and your shirts in another, and you color coordinated them, and your jewelry and your belts and your scarves each had their own area and they were done by color, then you'd be able to find them easier. So it takes a little time to organize, but it is so worth it. Because when you go to make a kit, now this is all nice and organized here because I'm in the Warrior Woman. But if I was in, so I know I want a pocket card maybe to put on this page. But if I was in another kit, an autumn kit next year, then I would be able to find that pretty quickly because I would know it was right here. So tagging is the key. This way you keep all of your things together in one kit, but you can still find it in another kit. If I wanted to find a transfer, I can find other transfers I've done. And then, or you could do orange. And maybe I need an orange brad and I don't like the orange brads that are there. So I can find another orange somewhere else. So that's how I do mine, and I was hoping this would help you a little bit. Again, you can tag whether you're in a PC or you're using Photoshop Elements Organizer. That has more power to it. You can search by size and different things like that, so that's pretty cool. Or you can do it by Mac, by your folders. But the key, and there's different people have different preferences. I love my Lingo. If it's something that you can afford, it's a wonderful program, and everything stays in it. Even if you take it off your computer, it's still in there. But then you have to pay for it every month for the rest of your life to keep all your stuff. So this is what I use in like animals. I would tag the bear and the deer, because what if I later on, 2 months from now, I want to do a deer pants for water. Then I just type in deer. I would go to my regular search and type in deer, and then look all the deers that pop up. And then I can pick one to go into that element. So that's how I do it. I can find almost everything because I spend some time. And sometimes when I'm watching TV, I take my laptop and sit on the recliner with my laptop and just sit there and tag things until I get it organized. And it's well worth the time. So if you're into Bible journaling or digital scrapbooking, I suggest that you take the time to organize. If you don't have 2 or 3 hours to sit and organize and tag everything, just set the timer every morning. Try to do it from 8 to 8:30, and you'll be surprised how fast you can get it done. That's all for now. Bye-bye.